Okay, I'm going to start working on these now, and these are 2x4s that my husband cut off of when he was making the wall divider between my craft room and my tool room, or my saw room, whatever you want to call it. He was making the wall, and he cut these off, and he laid them over by the trash can, and he told me they were trash. He knew better. Anyways, I'm going to work with 3 of them. I cut one at 7 inches, one at 6 inches, and one at 5 inches, and I'm going to make books out of them. Then I went over to GPT, and I told it I wanted book pages. You know, the book pages. And it was hard to figure out how to say it to get it created, but it worked. I got it done. And then I told her I wanted some spines for books, and I got that done. So I've spent my time all this morning resizing, printing them out, looking, no, I don't like that, I want to make that a little bigger, I need to do this, need to do that. Anyways, I've got them ready to go. And let's see, this is what I'm going to work with, and I've been putting paint splotches on there because I want to paint the book. The only color I know I'm not going to go with, and that's this color here. It's kind of a grayish color, but these others I might use those. But right now, well, I'm probably going to have to paint them first to start with. But I have this one, and what I did is I had the book spine, and then I just kind of cut off a piece here, and then stretched it up to make it go so it would fit over the book. I'd have something to fit over to the side. And that's how I done those. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I needed this to go on this up here on the book. So like I said, I cut it half, went over here, and I made a rectangle, and put that and stretched it and put it in there. So, and then these here, I couldn't do that with because there wasn't really enough to cut off and get it done. So I made the rectangles, and then I went over to my color palette and used the eyedropper, and then touched it right in here, and then put that here and here, and the same with this one. There just wasn't enough room to cut it down. By the way, that's my chicken. I went in underneath her to get the eggs, and she didn't like that, so she pecked me. I told Lauren, I'm not doing that anymore either. You can get the eggs, at least out from underneath her. Because he'll grab them, and he'll grab her head, and he'll hold her down, and he gets them out, and then he'll take her out, and he'll hold her for a while. And he says she's going to have to be held if she doesn't quit pecking. Okay, so what I'm going to start now is trying to figure out, I think on this black book, I'm either going to go, was it this one? It looks way light, but I think that's it. The hazelnut, or, oh, I know. The hazelnut or the pine cone. Yeah, probably the pine cone. But right now, I'm going to make up my mind which one I'm going to do. I'm going to get my brush and stuff and pick out the color and start in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. By the way, I did print these out on legal size paper so I could get them all on one. And I was using the legal size paper because I also got the book pages, you know, that goes on the side and through here. So I had to use legal size for that, because to pull that down long enough, it was a legal size was barely enough. And this is what I was talking about for the book pages. And you can see this one here, to make it go on all 3 sides, it just barely could fit on there. And I done this. I also have some longer paper. I think it goes to 17 inches. But you'd have to have a large format printer to do that. And I do have one, but I wanted to make this where everybody, you know, could do this. And if you have a printer, your printer will print out legal size. You've just got to choose before you start printing. You choose the legal size in your paper. Okay, for this one with that black, I've decided to do the Hazelnut by Waverly. And I won't have to cover all of it like, but on the edges, I just need to get it, a little bit right here on each side. Because the paper will cover that up, and the paper will cover this back here up. So I'm going to finish painting this and let it dry and start on another one. Okay, on the tallest one, I used the Hazelnut, and on the next size, I used the Pine Cone by Dixie Belle. And then on this one, I didn't know what to do with it, but I found a color kind of similar to the binding. I really didn't want to do that, but I couldn't find any other color that I thought would go with it. But this is called Folk Art. Or Burnt. It looks like it's C-A-R-M-I-N-E, Carmine, by Folk Art. I've had that for a long time. It's pretty dark color. It's a plum. And I hope it looks all right with that. Let's see. I've been painting all over this thing. I think it'll look right once it's dried and I give it 2 coats. It'll be all right. Okay, I'm starting out with the largest one. And I'm going to put this, I hear somebody. It's just my imagination. Going to put my Mod Podge on, and then my book pages. Okay. Trying to get them about the same. Well, it looks like I cut this piece a little big. I really didn't want it to run over the side. I'm going to go back into my software and kind of bring that in a little bit. Okay, I don't want that quite that long. Okay, I think that's okay. Now, I need I thought I had everything ready. I've got to find, oh, there it is. This is the sides, or the, what do you call that? The binding. Okay, I've got this one bent the way I want it. Pretty sure. Yeah. I'm being quiet because I'm concentrating. I guess that color goes all right with this. Okay, for this side, get that down. All right, and now I'll coat this all with Mod Podge. Okay, there's that one. Now I'm going to move over to this one. But I'm not going to have to sit here and watch me do this. It's just Mod Podging this on. What are we going to do?
I didn't want to leave this up, but I don't trust rattlesnakes.
Yeah, but it wasn't a rattlesnake this time. Here it comes. It's a little... Oh, it's our baby that stays in the front yard. He's over there behind that log.
Behind? Oh, there he is.
There he is.
He's out there now?
He's out now. Now I have a 2x4 that I've made 4 inches tall. And I'm just going to do a quick decoupage. I thought it looked cute sitting in my window. So it's going to be a shelf sitter. And I'm just using Folk Art Antiquing Wax to cover the sides, and a little bit of this right here. Because I'm going to put, of course, the decoupage in the center, or an image that I made. Not actually what I made, what I told GPT to do. Was it GPT something? I don't know. Anyways, you know, you can start with one thing and then you keep saying, well, take this away, put this on there, do this, do this. And you finally end up with something you like. And then you look back and you're like, well, all those aren't bad, so you save them all. Anyways, I'm going to finish doing this. And I'll be back to show you what I'm going to decoupage on there. Now I'm ready to decoupage this here on, and I did hairspray this to keep it from bleeding. Sometimes I forget, and I don't like that because my ink will start bleeding. Okay, this project ought to move really fast. Okay, now I'm going to put this on there, and I want the edges okay, I need to pull that this way just a bit. I think that's it. I remembered to get a baggie this time. It needed to come that way a little bit, but it's not going to matter because I am going to put some cinnamon around there and make it look rusted. Okay, I'll get my cinnamon. I'll probably ought to go ahead and cover all of it, because I don't want to do it after I have my cinnamon on the edges. Okay, let's see. I don't want to bounce that too much because then it'll go down on my picture. So I'll just wait till it dries, and I'll go back over it with, I'll brush it off and then go over it with some Mod Podge. All right, I just took some fabric and wrapped around there, and I put the bow off to the side because it just wasn't hanging right in the middle. And I need to cut that back. And then I have a little sunflower here. And I want a little bit of this. And where's my thing for my hot glue? Okay, I'm going to take the wire that's on this. I'm just going to twirl it. And then I want to put this with that. I think I want to put some of that under there. Not a lot. Okay. What I'm going to do is put the hot glue on my flower. Don't touch your finger. I think I need to scoot that over some. Okay, I'm going to have to bring it down because I want it to show when I set this on a shelf. And I wish this could come over that. Well, there. That does. That works. I think I'm going to cut that back some more. And this one. And I think that's done. Just a little shelf sitter. And I did take a real soft brush. Here it is. And just brushed all that back, the extra cinnamon. Gently. All right, I'm done today with my 2x4s, and I'm sure I'll find more things to do with them because I have quite a few of them.